Welcome everybody to Absolute Cuts. I came in here today, Ryan, and you had a bizarre.
Do you want me to put it on?
Yeah, put it on actually for the viewers at home. This is fucking weird. It's like what I would describe as a donkey jacket. What is it?
I bought it. I don't know where I bought it actually, but it was too small.
It's still too small.
Yeah, it looked like it.
Yeah,
too
it doesn't.
small.
It doesn't.
I thought it would look a little bit like James McAvoy in Atomic Blonde.
No, it doesn't look like that at all.
Oh no, it doesn't.
What size is it supposed to be?
Medium. It's not
Medium.
fucking medium.
That's not medium.
Medium fucking 4.
Unless it's been. Have you dry cleaned it?
No.
Have you stuck it in the tumble dryer? No. There's very few like. It's obviously. I bet it's warm as fuck.
It is. It's comfy. I can't wear it out. Like,
just for anyone that's not watching online, is just listening to the audio. It's a fleece, a zip-up fleece jacket, but for some reason has combined the 3 darkest colours. So they've gone. Let's go the 3 most unattractive colours we can. Let's go dark brown,
I think
a shittier brown, and then dark green.
I think this would have been nice if it fitted.
No, it wouldn't.
That would have been nice if it fitted.
It's horrible.
Well, leave a comment because I want to know how many people that think this is horrible.
And how much does that cost?
Like £4.
That is an absolute daylight robbery.
I know. I robbed them blind.
There are very few times I hear of people buying stuff in charity shops and go, "You have been had." Absolutely.
What about this fucking movie?
Had. Oh, Jesus Christ.
We'll get to that too.
That is
I also think that as an undergarment, a Donegal top also
sets it off.
It doesn't help at all.
The diarrhea brown and the yellow really really kick each other off. It really brings out your eyes.
I was sitting here wearing it and you walked in and I seen you fucking clock it.
Immediately, yeah.
I saw your eyes going,
oh, Jesus.
So now I have to sit here with a Donegal top and this fucking thing
that
doesn't fit on.
Absolutely brutal. Have you had a nice week?
Aye.
Yeah.
I was sitting there going, why? Aye, I was in Donegal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell everyone about your Cork gig. Oh no, it was a Strabane. It was a Strabane gig.
I did a gig in Strabane to all. I basically found out that 90% of the people there, they were like, it's sold out, and I was like, brilliant. I'm so happy about that. And then I found out that 90% of them were relatives or second cousins or great aunts and stuff.
Did they all live there?
It's general area.
Right. So word has spread. One person. Do you reckon it was your ma or dad has gone?
No, I know.
Ryan's doing his wee show in Strabane.
So they've definitely put it somewhere, and then it just went like wildfire. And then Ronan Boyle was emceeing. He was just like, "Has anybody here actually seen Ryan do comedy?" But a quarter of them.
Really?
It was just like
amazing.
He was like, "Oh." Maddest crowd I've ever done in my life.
Yeah.
It was a bear pit.
Was it just constant heckling?
Constant heckling, bear pit. One was twice heckled by a burp on the foot, just like my grands and I was like, what am I meant to do here? I was trying to get them to read the jokes from the urn, and none of them could read. Not one person was able to read. They were so
because they were so pissed.
So pissed.
Amazing.
Nightmare. One of them just got up in the middle and just walked around and turned around in the middle of it and just went, "Here, what do you want?" To the other people in the front row.
Wonderful.
Mid-joke, and I was
wonderful.
Like, one of them was sitting there going like, "You fucking," what'd she say? She starts going like, "I lay off the Viagra, son." And I was like, "I need some amount of Viagra to fuck you." And I was like, "Anyway, who are you?" And she was like, "It's your second cousin Penny." And I was like, for fuck's sake. I was like, for fuck. I did about an hour and 10 minutes, but about 40 minutes of that was
just crowd control.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It went well in terms of thing because they were all up for it. But like, I came off stage and like Ronan was just like, "Yeah, that was pretty mental."
Jesus Christ! What kind of room is it?
Small little room, quite kind of like Coughlin's probably.
Oh right, just outside the back of a pub. Yeah,
out at the back of Felix's bar. It used to be called Felix's. It's known as Charlie's, right? Well, I came out as well. Came out of the place, and me, my mum's friend Denise, and my aunt were walking back to the car park.
Did your mum go?
Oh, aye.
Oh, nice.
Right, and we're all walking back to the car park, and these 2 young lads in their 20s or 25, maybe around that, the early 20s. Drove up in this convertible BMW, like roof off, at midnight in Strabane and just went, he's going to Lifford, and then they're like, aye, and he was hop in ladies.
Fuck off. Amazing.
Hop in ladies.
Absolutely amazing.
I was fucking dying at the corner.
Please tell me that they didn't even use the doors, they just hopped over the side because the top was down.
No, we just got in our car. They turned it down.
Oh, that is amazing.
It was pretty funny.
Hop in ladies.
Hop in ladies.
Oh, yes.
They caught a couple of MILFs, them boys.
That's absolute class.
All of them basically touching 60, and then
Oh,
hop
that's
in ladies.
fucking brilliant.
I was been laughing about that for ages. Then played a game of golf with Eugene,
Yeah.
and he's trying to convince me that he knows one of the crows that lands on the fairway.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was really adamant, right?
Yeah, you said this, but I didn't quite understand. How does he mean? He just recognises this crow.
Yeah, the crow's got a bit of brown on it.
Right.
And he was like, oh, there's that fucking crow. It's been coming here 40 years. And I was like, it's what? And then I was like, you haven't been here 40 years. So
Yeah.
how would you know that? And he starts getting thick at me. He goes, and I was like, I think it's because crows remember people, not the other way around. Not
What?
like crows remember people.
No, they don't.
Crows remember people.
How do you mean they remember people?
not
What,
know
like in
this?
their will?
No, yeah.
Like, what?
I left you
But
my eggs.
so a crow... A crow has a memory for faces.
Yes. So if you pissed off a crow, that same crow could come back like 20 years later and go, I remember this.
What? So a crow bears a grudge.
Yes. Google
Right.
it. Crows remember
What
faces.
I was gonna initially we're gonna Google a lot.
Well, Eugene remembers
a lot of
crows.
crow shit here. Right. So,
Crows remember faces.
first of all, lifespan of a crow.
Right. Yes, that would be very handy for my...
Right. Crows live 78 years. So,
Brilliant. This is what I want to
so
know.
there's not a chance.
He says 40 years. He says that all the guys in the golf club know it as well.
No. The confirmed longevity record for a crow is 17.5. So unless this is the oldest crow
Of all
that
time.
has ever existed by 22 and a half years.
I'm on your side in this.
Pish.
Is there a brown crow? Can you get brown crows?
Do you, a bit racist, but do you get brown crows? Yes, brown crows can occur, although it's not a typical colour for them.
That's okay, right?
So basically, you'll have... it's basically molting, so it's like old. So, I mean, he's writing in as an older crow. So it's a crow that's gone brown.
yeah, okay, right.
But, right, do crows recognise people?
yeah, crows recognize people. They'll never forget.
Crows can recognise individual human faces and remember for them extended periods, even years. What?
I told you, man. Crows remember cunts. They're bastards.
They not only recognise faces, but also associate them with positive or negative experiences.
Yeah, so like if you fuck off a crow and a crow comes
Wow.
back to you 70, I thought 20 years, but 78 years later, and they'll just fuck you up. And you'll be
Fucking
like,
hell, yeah.
What's that about? Like,
They remember individuals can remember if the individuals are nice to them, like feeding them, or are mean to them. Wow.
yeah,
That's amazing. How the fuck do you mean to a crow, though? What do you do to a crow?
just fucking like.
Like boot it in the face?
Well, I remember once like getting one of the kids and just fucking
Yeah.
and ripping its head off in front of it.
Fucking hell. Do you know, actually, I've only...
Do that.
Do you know what? I brushed over that because I was like, that does sound like something you would do. I murdered a crow once.
You meant right.
Yeah, Brandon Lee.
Fuck off. Oh jeez. Oh. So, did you see my great aunt told me a joke?
Yeah.
You might have heard it, but I've never heard of it. About free patties in the bar. She goes, I got a joke for you. And I was like, this will be fucking good. And I actually did laugh a lot. He goes, free patties are in a bar and they're chatting and they're like, oh my God, I found bottles of beer under my daughter's bed. You heard this? No?
No.
Found some bottles of beer on my bed. I'm shocked because I didn't know she was like an alcoholic, right? And the other one goes, well, fuck me. Funny you say that. Last night I found loads of drugs under my daughter's bed. I didn't know she was a drug addict. And then the last one was like, oh, fuck me, you wouldn't believe it. I found a load of used condoms under my daughter's bed. I didn't know she had a cock.
That's fucking excellent.
Proper pub.
Oh,
Proper
that's
pub shit there.
absolutely brilliant. There's a... Because I was getting... I heard one. There's one that's... It goes about in a video over Instagram and stuff like that, and I'll tell it, and again, you might have heard it, where there's this guy basically driving around Ireland with 50 monkeys in a van, right? He can't get rid of these fucking monkeys. So he passes this guy, this Irish guy, Paddy with a van, and he says, here, listen, I give you 50 quid if you take them to the zoo. So he's like, sure, I'll take them to the zoo. 50 quid, I'll absolutely take them to the zoo. Right? So he's driving along about 3 hours later, and he sees Paddy driving up the other way, and the van's still full of the 50 monkeys. And he goes, what the fuck are you up to? Paddy, I told you to take them to the zoo. And he says, aye, but we got change at the 50, so I'm taking them to the pictures now.
Oh, fuck. Oh, that's fucking excellent.
Are they offensive jokes to Irish people?
No.
Because that used to be the whole...
Paddy Irishman.
The Paddy, aye. Like, there was the great one about...
No, we told them to each other, like...
There's a great one about where there's two Irish guys. There was always Paddy and Mick. That was it. Paddy and Mick are on a flight. The flight, so they feel a bit of turbulence, and the captain comes on and goes, "Nothing to worry about, folks. Nothing to worry about, folks. We've just actually lost one of our 4 engines there, but nothing to worry about. We've still got 3 engines, still going to be good. All I will say is it might add on an extra 15 minutes to our journey, right? So keep flying, and about half an hour later, another bit, and then it goes, listen, guys, I know you're getting a bit concerned, but it's just to let you know that's engine 2 gone. We don't quite know what's going on. We're trying to figure it out. But again, nothing to worry about. Still got 2 engines left, but it will add another half an hour on to our journey." Then another hour passes, and there's another bit, and one fucking big explosion outside. And I'm like, right, guys, okay, again, nothing. Do not panic. We're not panicking up here. It's just a very unusual occurrence. We've lost a third of our 4 engines here. Again, I'm really sorry. It's going to add about another hour on our journey. And Paddy turns to Mick and goes, Christ, if that 4 engine goes, we'll be up here all fucking night.
The fuck's sake. That's so stupid. God, I love it.
I just didn't know whether they were like considered...
I don't know,
offensive to Irish people
no,
or not.
I would have heard it.
No.
We would have told them each other, like.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I know people that have tried to change it.
Right.
So they might be offended. They were like, oh, fucking, you're the Paddy Scotsman joke. And I'm like,
aye. You can't.
Paddy Irishman, first of all.
You've got to accept your racial stereotypes.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like Scottish jokes, but the Scottish jokes when I grew up were always about them being cheap.
Yeah.
Like that was always, Scottish people were always mean and cheap.
Aye.
And then Irish people were always thick. I don't think Welsh people had one.
Yeah. They should.
The sheep shagging was probably the most.
Yeah.
And then it was mostly English people telling me.
They just seem. My problem with Wales is they just seem to be totally content with being with the English. We have a bit of a fight back,
I think there will be some militant ones.
Oh, aye. Their language. That's wild.
Yeah. Oh, the language is fucking ludicrous.
I enjoy it.
I enjoy it
purely because of the ludicrousness.
Yeah. It's like they've purposely made it difficult.
Yeah. Fuck yourself.
But a big fan of that.
Like, big fan.
You'd be fucking damned if we're giving you a vowel.
Yeah, a 14.
Yeah.
14-foot fucking sign for a town. Big fan. Goes right across the road. You have to drive under it.
Yeah. I went to the Stan's 25th birthday party the other night.
I was too fucking sick, and then I also thought I was on, and then I was like,
oh yeah.
It was good.
It was good. It was really, really good.
You sang a fucking. I saw that. You were a good wee singer.
I sang Dean Martin. Yeah, fucking. I love doing it at karaoke because because I look so fucking miserable all the time, right? No one expects when I go up at karaoke.
Yeah.
And then they also go, it's kind of like that Susan Boyle moment where folk are going, Christ, this will be fucking dog shit, right? And then it's actually good, and you see people, what? And then people come up to you going, where the fuck you been hiding that? Like, it was very, very funny. There was some good performances actually. Some lassie did the big massive song out of Wicked.
God.
That wasn't for me.
No, I wouldn't.
And then Chris Forbes.
Aye.
He all week, right? So he said, "Have you signed up for karaoke?" And I was like, "Not yet." And I was like, "Have you?" And he went, "Yeah." And again, someone I wouldn't have expected to do karaoke. I was like, "What's your song?" He was like, "You'll never guess it." in a million years.
The sash.
No, well, I was like, is it lost profits? Come on, is it fuck? So I was going for all the funny answers, and generally he was like, no, it's not that, not that. And then on the night, I was like, what is it you're doing? And he was like, I'm doing Pink Pony Club by Chapel Roan. And I was like, do you know what? I would never have guessed that in my life. But he fucking changed it to Stand Comedy Club, and I was like, "You go fuck yourself, Forbes. You fucking grandstanding prick. You can so like, comedy, fuck off."
It'd be great. It would have been better if he changed it to the Glee Comedy Club.
Yeah, yes, yeah, that would have been. Then I'd have been on board.
Yeah.
That would have been good.
I seen did Jack Brookmeyer do Chop Suey?
I was fucking amazed. I've never seen anybody do I nearly said syndrome of a Down there, just because that was the joke when we were young. I've never seen anybody do System of a Down at karaoke, and he pulled it off.
Yeah.
But I was just like, that's because it's not. I mean, the kind of chorus is singing, but the rest of it is just. Put on
a little bit of makeup.
It sounds like it does sound like a recipe. Yeah. Come on, put a teaspoon in a minute.
Fuck's sake, nice.
I was getting before we get onto this fucking god awful film. Are you happy with Rory?
I have mixed feelings on Rory.
Rory McIlroy.
Yes, I was. I was more happy. I hated the other guys.
Oh,
I wanted Lowry.
Not Justin Rose, surely. Justin Rose, a gentleman.
Nah.
Oh,
The Justin Rose, not the guy that used to wear like Union Jack trousers and stuff.
No, that's Ian Poulter.
That's okay then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Justin Rose has always been sound.
Yeah. I remember him from back in the day. You know, I used to only cheer for VJ Singh.
Yeah, or there's been a lot of them.
Irish. Paul McGinley.
Aye, who was the big man? Not Angel Cabrera. Who was the big fucking guy that used to just smoke cigars all the way around? Jesus Christ.
It wasn't the dead one, is it? It's not Ballesteros.
No, it's not Ballesteros. No.
Garcia,
I need to find it. I need to find this cunt's name.
Yeah. Do you know, like, no, what used to annoy me about Rory is, like, he'd be always like, oh, here, I'll play under an Ireland flag, then he'd play under a Union Jack flag, then he'd play under a Northern Ireland flag. Now, he's from Hollywood, so he would be playing the Northern Ireland flag.
But
he changed it a lot of times depending on his sponsors, and I just
that's a bit.
I just was like, fucking pick a lane.
Miguel Angel Jimenez,
right.
a genuine legend.
Yeah,
class.
It was great though.
I didn't know how people felt about McIlroy, because I thought McIlroy was quite a divisive figure, because like he's a wee cheating rat as well.
Yeah, I don't care.
No,
like, I was going for Lowry. Like I would. You know.
But then did Lowry not go to Live?
Did he?
I think
really
Lowry went to Live.
Love.
So
yeah, it's annoying, that type of shit. So I don't know enough about it.
But as long, I mean, we're all agreed that nobody wanted Bryson DeChambeau.
That fucking
what a fucking shitey name.
He kept you see how salty he was after it too.
Oh,
and he kept hitting the water. That was very funny. Every time he kept hitting the water, I was like, yes,
Bryson DeChambeau. Yeah. Fuck off.
Yeah.
What a shite name.
It was. Yeah.
Like, I know you can't you can't help your second name.
Yeah.
But you still wouldn't.
Yeah.
You'd never put yourself in the public eye.
Yeah.
If your name was DeChambeau. Yeah. Fuck off.
Just change it.
Well, you're a fucking musketeer. Fuck off.
Do you think Rory McIlroy is his real name? I think I can't be arsed watching golf though. I don't get the thrill of it. Like, that was good seeing that last.
Oh, golf's brilliant to watch.
Fucking
so slow and like so relaxing and lazy and
nonsense.
Oh,
bore me to fucking tears. I love playing it, but like
you never sit like when the Ryder Cup's on and just sit all day.
Never watched the Ryder Cup. I watched about 40 minutes once.
Awesome.
Bore me to tears
because you don't miss much. Like you can.
I know you don't miss much because there's nothing happening.
Dip in and out all the time. It's brilliant.
Fuck that.
Oh, I love all day sports.
Baseball. No, I'm not for that. I think me and Trainer might go to. He was telling me last night when we're in LA, try and go to a baseball game. I've never.
No, aye. Here we go to see the Dodgers. Oh, the other ones.
That's the team.
Is it the Clippers? Is it? No,
that's LA Clippers is basketball.
The basketball team. Who's the other?
LA Lakers and Clippers, but I don't know
who's the other. Do they have another?
I don't know anything about baseball.
It's good. Baseball's good.
Yeah.
Aye.
I have no idea about the rules.
Aye.
I don't think I care too much either.
I would love if you and Trainer went around, because I've never been to LA in my life, and apparently like there's like 3 nice bits of LA.
Yeah.
Even like Hollywood Boulevard and stuff is a bit shite apparently. But
I've never heard anyone go, it's good.
but most of it looks like a hellhole. Most of it looks like Training Day.
Yeah. My brother's saying my brother hates it.
Aye.
He's like, it's not good.
No.
He goes, don't do the Warner Brothers fucking tour either, because it's all Big Bang Theory shit.
What?
I was like, surely Animaniacs. He goes, it's mostly Big Bang Theory.
So is that the tour around the lot? The Warner Brothers lot? Or?
Apparently.
That sounds pish.
Aye. He's like, I was fizzing the whole way through.
You should do one of those tours where it takes around famous people's houses.
They're all burnt down.
They're up. So they will be.
They're all gone.
Yeah.
This is Bon Jovi's tree.
That's where Jay Leno lived.
Just having tears on a fucking deck chair.
No, what I'm saying is you two should properly go round some of the proper dangerous gang areas.
Okay, yeah.
Like real fucking do the right thing.
Yeah.
Training Day shit. Like
I'd love to.
that'd be
Love the
class.
state of us too as well.
That would be class. And go and do it like with the same billboard, sandwich board that Bruce Willis wears in
Oh my
Die Hard with a
God.
Vengeance.
Join the rat.
If you had the Bruce Willis one that says "I hate N-words," and then Trainer had one saying "No, I hate them more," that would be perfect.
That would save me, wouldn't it? I don't know. Jack worries me because 2 things. First of all, he was like, I don't have a passport. And I was like, all right, going to need to get that.
He strikes me as someone who's never had a
Yeah,
passport.
he goes, I need a passport. And I was like, I definitely do that. And also, like, I don't know how he's going to get through security looking the way he does.
Wait, but what? He looks like every single redneck American you could design.
Exactly. And they're never in airports.
That's true. That's true. Because none of them have a passport either.
Yeah.
None of them know other countries exist. So why would they ever be at an airport?
Yeah, it's just
Interesting.
America and black countries is what they would
But
call it.
he could probably, because there's all this kind of stuff which I don't know how true
Okay,
or
just
not
go
it
for
is.
Trump type of.
Exactly. Because there's a lot of this people getting refused, like not even just like performers or anything, like scientists and fucking architects and
entry.
stuff being refused entry because, and I don't know how true it is, but immigration have gone through their social media, and if there's even if you've shared like a funny meme that's anti-Trump, they're then taking them across. So if he was properly, if he said he left, see that I guarantee if there's any dodginess with Trainer, if he just says that he wasn't American and left as soon as the woke libtards took over.
Yes.
But now he's back because the country's becoming great again.
Yeah.
They will welcome him with open arms.
Stamp his things like, and where could I find a gun?
Aye. They'll give him the gun there. They'll give them their gun. Yeah.
Sliding across.
Get you started. I've got hunters of them, honestly. I'll say I lost mine. They'll issue me another one. You just fucking...
Yeah, your wife denies you entry, you ugly cunt.
What?
Anyway, the movie.
The most unnecessary segue we've ever had.
Just doing like this. What was that for? Anyway, so this movie this week is. Now, I will say, hands up, remembered this being class.
Oh, I'd never seen it.
Oh, yeah, I remember this being brilliant. This was proper when you were 12 and you watched this. I was like, this is it. This is peak 2000.
Yeah,
film.
bang on 2000.
Bang on peak 2000. This is Jet Li's introduction to Hollywood, apparently.
No.
Is it not?
No.
Was the one before it?
He was the baddie in Lethal Weapon 4 just before this.
Okay.
And I think that's what got him
Oh, that would make sense.
into the... But the thing is, with Lethal Weapon 4, because he plays the villain, there's very little acting needed, and there's certainly very little dialogue needed. Whereas in this, that's where he falls down.
Oh, this film's fucking, like, it's real bad. And I saw, did you see the budget?
It was like 20 million or something.
$25 million, man. It looks like...
In 2000, that's
a big budget. That was... it doesn't look it like...
No.
Yeah, like...
It must have been, I reckon, 5 million for each one of those X-ray shots where they show you... Fucking shite is that.
That is the part I remember most. When he kicks the guy in the head and his spine cracks.
But it's the way, like, they've obviously thought, right, we want to show this at the end. It's like, I think they used to do it in the fucking Max Payne video games.
They used to do it in the American football game.
Really?
In what was it called? Jesus Christ, we play it here. It's not the Madden games, but there's one that you play as fake teams and you hit each other and it zooms in and shows you like broken collarbone.
Oh, Jesus.
And shit like
It's
that.
so, because I thought,
Yeah.
because obviously they wanted to do it for the last one, whereas he kills the main villain by kicking him on the top of the head
But
in midair.
he kicks him. He actually flips the guy in midair as
Yeah.
well. Before he does it, he kicks his leg, so he goes
Kicks
that
him
way.
in the head, and that shatters every single disc of his spine one by one. It's like the way they show it, it's like fucking dominoes going down, his spine just crumbling.
Yeah.
So they've obviously gone, right, we need that, but we can't just spring this in people.
Yeah.
So there needs to be a couple of them dotted about the film. And the first one's him just breaking a cunt's arm in the prison.
Yeah.
And then the other one's a woman going through a spike.
Oh, aye, fucking hell. By the way, so that's that scene as well, I remember, where Jet Li goes, and this does not make any sense morally. He goes, I don't hit women. Mm-hmm. And then he uses another woman to murder one.
Yeah.
And then he goes, oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's a woman impaled now
Yeah.
through a spike.
There's
and
so-
a woman's fists bleeding because she's trying to punch
Yeah.
with her hand.
There's so much weird shit about that. Every fight scene's got some shite bits in it.
Yeah.
But that's the worst fight scene I have ever seen in a film. Because it starts up because obviously she's a class fighter. And then
Aye, there she
he
gets done by.
she takes off our motorcycle helmet. And he first goes, fuck, you're Chinese.
Yeah.
Right.
Did you think he was going to go, a woman?
That's what I thought. I was like, but you're a woman, right? And then he goes, I can't, in my culture, I can't hit a woman. And Aaliyah basically says, listen, and then she says something weird like, you're in America now, you can boot fuck at a woman if you want. Like, that's essentially our message. And he still goes, no. So then he uses her like a rag doll
Yeah, just
to batter fuck at this woman.
I don't know how morally it makes sense. If he murders a woman using another woman, in my culture, we can't hit women.
Yeah.
I can murder them using other women. though.
Yeah. It's not even, he doesn't even, it's, well, I thought it was bizarre enough when he was using her as like to block the Chinese woman's shots. And then he started using her fists to punch her. But then he started grab her leg to do karate kicks on. I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
It's such a bad
Oh.
film. It's so stupid. You can tell, by the way, I think we chose a perfect week for it because it was definitely Masters Week because Delroy Lindo's character gets interrupted 3 separate times playing golf.
He does, yeah.
He's playing golf 3 different times.
Yeah, he does, aye.
And he's
Aye.
fucking shite as
He
well.
is shite at it. He's really shite at it.
It's fucking so funny.
See, I like Delroy.
I like Delroy Lindo too.
Excuse me. I think he's the only entertaining thing about this at all.
I was looking at that going, is DMX on the cover? They really hammered DMX's in this film.
He's in it for about 5 minutes.
5 minutes. He's
Yeah.
shot. And they use his music. And you know what's really funny? He's in his own nightclub. Right? He's the nightclub owner called Silk.
Silk. Yeah.
He's that
It's not even. It's a casino as well.
casino nightclub. Silk himself, right? You can hear his voice. He's got such a distinctive voice, DMX. And then in the nightclub, it's playing DMX's music. So it just looks like that this nightclub owner's playing his own music to everyone, like in the thing.
But so there's a weird thing, right, that I realised because DMX music is on in there, right? Because first of all, the start, like I've got to say, in the first 5 minutes, it fucking rattles you over the head. You go in immediately to what is a shite club.
Terrible one.
There's about 4 people, and I mean, it looks like a Monday night in a club.
Yeah,
there's about 4 people there. Then there's one Chinese guy, and immediately one of the Chinese women just gets a jab out. Immediately, I looked at the time. The film had been on for 40 seconds, and immediately there's a tit right out. And then a load of black dudes come in, and aren't happy with him being in there. And then DMX comes out. And DMX splits it up by shooting a machine gun all around his own fucking club.
Monday Night Damage.
And he says something, he's like, guns don't kill people. People kill people. What? Didn't make any fucking sense.
It's so bad. They're all up in a fucking...
Oh, Jesus. And then, but then it fucking, so he does it. So all the other Chinese dudes come in and rescue this dude. And then the next thing you know, some wee guy is delivering papers 6 a.m. and he's hung from a lamppost.
And the kid's like, "Ooh,"
It's so fucking
traumatized some child doing the paper round.
because I don't know if it's a thing in Ireland, is it that, and I don't even know if it's genuinely true or not. But you know when you go along the street and you see a pair of trainers hanging from the laces from like
Yeah.
a lamppost or telephone wires and stuff, and that's always like it's drug dealers telling customers there's a new supply in, or he's been re-upped or something like that.
Or Johnny's lost his shoes again.
And I was like, do you know? So I looked at. Do you know what it means when they hang a Chinese guy? It means to get prawn crackers back in.
For fuck's sake. For fuck's sake. When you started, I go, oh no. Where's this
They've re-upped in prawn crackers.
Re-upped. We got a re-up in. Do you know?
I don't even feel bad about being racist against this film, because
No.
this film is racist as fuck itself.
There is one of the funniest, most racist. Right, first of all, we'll go in here, right? Aaliyah's in it,
Yep.
you know, dead.
Glad she's dead.
Glad she's dead, real bad in this. This would have been her only film anyway, regardless
Yeah.
of the plane crash.
She's supposed to be in The Matrix. Matrix 2.
Was she? She meant to be Jada Pinkett Smith or something?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I would have preferred that in fairness, but like Aaliyah, yeah, died in a plane crash, in a car crash of the film. But she was like, she has this scene right where she meets Jet Li in the start.
Yeah.
And look at, she gets in the car, right? And now imagine if we did this. Imagine you get in and there's an Asian Uber driver, and you went, I heard y'all love kung fu.
Yeah.
Be like, what the fuck? You
Yeah.
say? You boys really love to dabble in a little bit of maths, don't you?
Yep.
Time to time.
Yep. And then looks at, so Jet Li's stealing this car, and then goes, "What's your name?" and looks up at the thing. Clearly sees an Indian man called Akbar, and then just proceeds to call him Akbar.
I'm Akbar.
Fucking, and then he gets called dim sum quite a lot. He
Yeah,
gets
yeah.
called something shrimp at some
Oh,
point.
God,
It's
yeah.
fucking insane.
Yeah. I didn't actually understand that Delroy Lindo's character was. I thought he was a policeman for ages.
So did I. I thought when he first got told about the Chinese guy getting hung, I thought he was going to be the investigative.
Like a little bit of a rogue policeman.
Yeah.
And he was an investigator. And I'll look into this person. I was like, he's a policeman.
Yeah.
And it took me like 50 minutes into the film
Does-
to go, oh, there's not really a plot line. There's a kind of weak plot line.
Well, because I thought when I joked at the end of our Patreon episode last week about tell us which other Shakespeare characters must die,
yeah.
I didn't expect this film to have any. But it's based on Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
Very loosely.
Yeah, as loose as it gets, yes. But
It's so two rival warring families.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
in this, they've just gone like black people and Chinese people who don't get on.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
But then also the whole point of Romeo and Juliet is that two teenagers from those families fall in love. But in this,
They didn't seem like they're in love at all.
there's kind of weird.
They seem like they fancied each other.
But do you think they?
I think it looked like he fancied
Yeah.
her and she thought he was cool.
Aye.
And that was it.
But then he's about 40 years older than her.
Yeah, you'd imagine Jet Li would be, wouldn't he? I mean, it's hard to know. Like, Aaliyah did get married when she was 14, so.
See, because I didn't get a chance to look up Aaliyah, but it was Aaliyah with
Aaliyah's-
R. Kelly.
Leah's the one that R. Kelly bribed the government to let her marry her, bribed documents.
Oh,
She was 15 when she got married.
to R. Kelly.
She was married when she was 15 to R. Kelly. For a year.
Fucking hell.
The signs were there.
Aye. She's not the one that R. Kelly pissed on, no. R. Kelly not pissing a young person.
No, that might have been. I don't know about pissing on.
She had a hell of a what a
upbringing.
shite life.
Dead by 25.
Like, it's weird. So
Singer.
it's bizarre that she was in. So she was married to R. Kelly when she was underage, forcibly married to R. Kelly when she was underage.
Yeah.
Died horrifically in a plane crash, and yet this film is still the worst thing that's happened to her.
Aaliyah must die.
But I fucking hated that bit at the end. The fact that the name Romeo has not been mentioned once, and just to sneak it in at the end, the guy's got the gun cocked on him and he goes, "Sorry, Romeo, you gotta die."
Yeah,
Fuck off.
yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Do you know what the worst thing about the ending I thought was? they've just went in. He's kicked a guy and his spine shattered. His own dad's been killed or whatever. You know, like the whole two feuding families, dead bodies everywhere. Out walks Jet Li with Aaliyah in his arms, Chinese and black. Chinese and black girl walk down, and nobody stops them. The police don't even. They just like the police literally open up and go, have at it, and they'll be like, "Oh, we might have to keep you for questioning."
Yeah, exactly. Considering
the absolute amount of murder from two rival gangs. And they both like. I think
this has been going on for weeks. There's been huge explosion. A fucking barbershop blows up for Christ's sake.
That didn't really. Delroy's just like that guy was such a sweet guy.
Yeah. Do you not think a lot of the action scenes felt like missions in Grand Theft Auto?
I do. I thought some of them were really stupid.
Do you know, like when they go in the boat and just like, you can imagine it like what the mission is: you need to get yourself on a boat, kill all the guys on the boat, leave a suitcase, and then the minute you're back in the dock, you press a trigger and blow it up. And the special effects were awful as well of those explosions.
Yeah, that one was particularly bad.
Jesus!
Walking away, trying to getting in his car.
And then some of the martial arts scenes.
That you thought they would be better, like when he's fighting, and I love Anthony Anderson.
He's a big fat dude. That's
he's with squeaky voice. He's in really good films and also really bad ones.
He's supposed to be protecting Aaliyah.
Yeah, because he's really good in like The Departed.
Yeah,
and he's really good in like The Shield. He can do really good bits, and then what is it? Hustle and Flow. If you've seen Hustle and Flow, he's great. But then it's like The Departed. Then it's Cradle to the Grave 2. And then it's Steven Seagal movies, and he's typecast as like just what he is in this a lot.
Well, I was when you suggested this, I was kind of thinking about it, and I remember because I'd never seen many of them because I just wasn't into it at all. There was a huge genre of films, which I don't know if you can class Lethal Weapon 4 as one. Rush Hour was probably the first one, where they suddenly just decided to merge kind of hip hop films.
Yeah.
And kung fu films.
Yeah, there's loads of them.
Because Rush Hour definitely.
Yeah.
And then Exit Wounds.
Yeah, there's loads.
Seagal and Cradle to the Grave.
Yeah, this.
Yeah.
There's oh god, I've seen some. There's a couple of like is it the what do you call that Jim Jarmusch one with Forrest Whitaker as a samurai? Ghost Dog, is it?
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that, yeah.
Ghost Dog, Way of the Samurai is meant to be great, though, that one. I haven't seen that, actually, I don't think. That's meant to be a good one.
Do you want to hear this, right? Because I've got... So I'll have to do... I didn't do my entire trivia research. Because I normally get trivia from IMDb.
Yeah.
So there's not that many of them, though. I either get them from IMDb or I get them from, like, the wee sidebar bit of Prime, if it's on Prime.
Okay, right. Uh-huh.
Right. But there is one... Right, there is one that I've found just through various looking at. Correct. It was actually because I was looking through Aaliyah and Jet Li. So I was looking through what Aaliyah had done, and then I wasn't hugely. I knew Jet Li from Lethal Weapon 4, but I wasn't so. And then I found a connection that will fucking blow your mind, right? But I wanted the director of this film. Wait till you hear this for a fucking filmography, right? So the guy, he's got a fucking weird ass name as well. It's like
he's
Andrzej Bartkowiak.
Yeah.
So I don't know where the fuck where is he from? He's Polish.
Yeah.
Right. So listen to this. That's for a filmography, right?
It's gonna be like something like Babylon.
Oh. Right. Oh no, that's him as cinematographer. No, we don't want that stuff. Here we go. Right. Romeo Must Die, his first film. Right. Straight on to Exit Wounds.
Oh, how did he make Exit Wounds?
So immediately gets Seagal in.
Yeah.
He's like that. The one guy I like for this film was DMX.
Yeah.
I hated that Jet Li cunt. So replace him with Seagal. Get him in. The next one, go on, have a guess. What's the other archetypal film of this genre?
It's not. It isn't actually. It's not Cradle to the Grave.
It's Cradle to the Grave.
He made all of them.
He made all three.
This cunt's just made his own. He made that as well.
Made his own genre. Cradle to the Grave was next. Then he made the live action version of Doom, the video game.
He made. I watched it 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
I love it.
Then made.
Jesus, they're not good films, but they're entertaining.
Then made the sequel with Street Fighter. Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li.
Fuck me.
And he's made 2 other films that I have never heard of, but they have the most direct-to-video titles I've ever heard, right? In 2017, he made Maximum Impact.
Yeah, perfect.
And then in 2020, Dead Reckoning.
Dead Reckoning, yeah. Lethal Bastard.
Andrzej Bartkowiak.
Good man.
What a boy.
That's so funny. He made Exit Wounds, this, and Cradle
Cradle of the Grave.
Absolutely. He's got his own genre.
That in one, like 2000 to 2003, that was his.
Fuck.
So he basically.
See it now.
And fucking Cradle of the Grave's Jet Li and DMX.
Yeah.
So he only works with the he's like, it's just like, it's the perfect trilogy.
That's
Absolutely amazing.
big fan of him. Fuck me. Look, I have got like parts in that that I find very funny. Right. I thought that it's very funny. You know, when he breaks out of the prison at the start. Mm-hmm. I found it very funny that that guy just let him out.
Oh,
What was that about? You know, like the world's worst security guard. He just dressed up, walking out, and then he stops him. And he goes, "Will you put a bet on for me?" He starts talking about a bet.
yeah. It's because he says, "Where are you going?" And Jet Li says, "Oh, I've got a tip. I'm going to the track. I've got a tip." And he's all like, and then he starts babbling some shit about, "Oh, I was at the track and I had a tip and I didn't put it on." And then you think he's going to catch him again because they've put the siren on.
Still,
and then he's like,
usually if the siren goes, nobody gets out.
"It's the easiest prison I have ever seen." So this basically means that Jet Li could have broken out of this prison at any point.
Yeah.
He just needed the motivation.
He just went like this.
Aye.
And then
He needed to be told his brother had been killed.
what a plan to come out with in 12 seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
Then I get this and knocked out, and then I'll get into this room and get them 4 people and get the keys in and share
Do you
this.
see how far the guy had to run to hit the alarm?
Yeah.
You would think in every cell there might be an alarm.
Yeah,
But this guy has got to run half a block.
Fuck me, I'm
half a prison block to hit an alarm.
And he just lets him go. He gives him the money too.
I know.
He doesn't tell him what the tip was.
Steals the guy's bike as well. It's a hell of a day for these prison guards. So some guy's already getting hauled over the coals, facing a disciplinary, and then he goes out and his fucking bike's away.
Oh God.
There's also, and this is like a proper thing, right? And this is where I find this racist as well.
Yeah.
Right? So it's so easy for him to break out of this prison, right? First of all, it's very, very easy in terms of how easily he overpowers the guards.
Yeah.
And how all it required was him to be told something. And then he gets taken to solitary confinement, overcomes them.
Yeah.
Then puts on a cap and the prison guard's uniform and leaves, right? But you would think when anyone, like, he was walking out there and just going and nodding and saluting to people. No one else has seen him before. Why? You would think at your work at some point, because he passes about 20 different guys and not one person goes, "I've never seen him before. I've never seen him before." And that's because they all look alike.
Fuck's sake.
That's why it's so easy to break out of Hong Kong prison. Because all Chinese people look alike.
He's a fucking.
You can be anyone.
But you have to just do a head count. A head count every morning.
And like, that's not me being, that's the film. That's,
I know.
That's Andrzej Bartkowiak being racist.
The whole film was full of that. Like, there's even parts where she was like, "Oh," when she was another racist bit when she was like, "I know a foolproof plan." He's like, "You should leave her at the window." He goes, "Ah, no." She goes, "Actually, just go out the door. I'll give you money and pretend you're a delivery man." The worst plan. She goes, "That'll work easily." And then they're like, obviously, there's no food.
There's no food. No food at all.
Fucking unbelievable. It's just like, yeah. I was like, another thing I have written down is I found it weird and I didn't really understand it. I couldn't tell if I missed something when he goes to his brother's funeral and he just lays a burst basketball on him.
Yeah. You know, see, the burst basketball was explained earlier on.
That's what it is. I felt like I must have looked away.
There's like a flashback scene where
I felt like that's why I had to bring it up there.
Him and his brother they're out swimming or something and they go out too far and the brother starts worrying that they're never going to get back and they hold on to this basketball and that helps float them back in, so that's why.
Must have made me get a cup of tea there because I came back and he just put in the burst basketball.
No. Aye, that did. What doesn't make sense is the incredibly convoluted storyline. I would have do you know what? It's an action film. I'd have been quite happy if they'd left it at there's a black gang of gangsters,
Yeah.
and there's a Chinese gang of gangsters, and they don't like each other because obviously they're in each other's territory and they're going for the same business. I don't know why the NFL needed to get introduced.
What was that about?
This huge corporate war of fucking estate agency and buying over waterfront supplies, and then this fucking bizarre businessman gets introduced as well.
Oh, they mentioned they call him Trump too.
There's literally no need for any of that. It just confused absolutely everything.
Yeah, he's going to break an LFL franchise down by the docks, and I was like, who cares?
And where was it? Because this wasn't LA. Because they mentioned that it was going to be the Raiders that were going to be a new franchise, but
Oakland?
that wasn't. But is Oakland not part of?
Oakland is part of LA, isn't it?
Aye, that's
Outside
what
of
I
it.
thought.
This is very funny. Whereas Romeo, nobody's ever wrote this
But
one.
then because I was thinking it was maybe San Francisco because there was a lot of water and a lot of bay action.
Romeo Must Die is set in Oakland, California.
No idea.
Bizarre. But it was primarily filmed in Vancouver. Okay. Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah, look. This film unfolds the backdrop of a gang war between Chinese and African American families vying for control of the Oakland waterfront for an NFL team to. No need for it.
Nah.
They're just drugs.
Aye, yeah, just make it that. They're encroaching in each other's territory.
So funny. Yeah, it's great. So badly done. You know, there's a stupid scene, proper 2000s, try to make it look like, and it was the best looking part until they hit the water. Was when there was a dude with his prostitute. Was it?
I assumed it was just a girlfriend, but
I think he was. I only said prostitute because I felt like she was looking at him like, yeah, as in like she's used to listening to this shit from
but
people.
she answered the door. That's a bold move for
Then
a
again, I suppose a
prostitute.
girlfriend would also be pure sick of his shit.
Aye,
So she must have been like, I
Yeah.
thought she was just kind of looking at him like, oh.
I laughed a lot at that scene.
He just opens the door, and next to the scene is just the two of them fucking Liam Payne in it.
They just get launched
Just
out of the
fucking
window.
lean out the window. Oh, gee, I'm so that looked good.
That was very, very funny.
I feel like 24 million was on that scene.
Yeah.
And then 50 quid went to the music.
Oh, fucking the
There was a
music's
weird bass
awful.
thing going like.
Aye, but Seinfeldy. I noticed it the most when Delroy Lindo was mourning, right? So his son, who's called Colin as well. I don't feel like Delroy Lindo as a character and as a because his legitimate front is he's basically an estate.
Yeah.
So he's a property manager. He's a property magnate.
Yeah.
But he's obviously running this because he's got fucking henchmen and all sorts of shit. I don't feel like the head of a gang would call their kid Colin.
You killed my son Gavin.
Yeah, exactly. Morris. But yeah, it was when he was going to identify his son that they dragged out of the river, and Aaliyah comes up and she's like, get the fuck away from me, I hate you, you're as responsible for this as the people that killed him. And then she unzips and he sees fucking bloated drowned face, and in the background it's it's like, why have you chosen slap bass for this?
This is also it is slap bass, totally really random things. Like I also find it really funny in that scene. At that stage of the film, I still hadn't put together that he was the gang boss. I thought he was a policeman.
What? Why?
Grabbing her, going like, you don't want to see this.
Really?
I mean, I just found it like, and I kind of it was just not confirmed in my head. I was like, this is so messy.
Aye.
The fucking film was a total mess. Like,
I can see it because I don't think up until that they'd actually been in a scene together.
exactly. So when she grabbed it, I went, all right.
But then the brother,
going to see,
but the brother
made
had
sense.
been at her.
Yeah. Well,
Aye.
the brother made sense, but then
Yeah.
I was sitting there just like, you don't want to see this.
Yeah, aye.
And
I
I
can
thought
see.
it was like a policeman just doing
Yeah.
that thing, and then I was like, oh no, it's his son.
Aye. But I'm glad you picked up the music because apart from any time you're in the club, DMX was getting played.
Yeah.
Right, and that's
her song.
Aye, in her song. I've got
website.
something to say about that as well. And then the rest of the time it was this like fucking Flea jamming, right? And then, but did you notice the music when they were in Hong Kong before he does the prison? It was proper like wong ta ta tong tang tong 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 ta 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 tong tong.
So racist. The film's so racist. Just shocking racist undertones at all times. At least Russia are trying to make it funny.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Aaliyah. So Aaliyah sings her own song in the club. She sings it too, which is fucking awkward. Like the two of them dancing and her singing her song to him. But how does she know? Right, she knows the words to that song, but surely that's been released by Aaliyah. So does Aaliyah exist in this world?
This is it. This is the
because
DMX thing.
earlier on,
Yeah.
the guy says, "I'm gonna go and find your Aaliyah-looking ass." So she's Aaliyah. But there is also an Aaliyah in this world that's released this song that she what the fuck is going on?
Somebody had to take that out of their script. Somebody was like, that's actually just shite.
There's so many bits that I didn't understand. See at the start, I quite like her.
Imagine she was like, oh yeah, and I'm going to find that Anthony Anderson looking ass.
Exactly, yeah. I quite like films where you got an action star goes to a hardware store and buys a lot of shit. I quite like scenes like that, right? So I was like, right, cool. He's going and he's buying a fucking screwdriver and he's buying all this shit. He's buying a hammer, all this stuff. And then he picks up a load of cable ties, right? And then I was like, oh, I don't know what he's going to use them for. What I certainly didn't think he was going to use them for was mid-fight where he'd been hiding them in his belt. Who the fuck fights with cable ties? Using them as a whip. And then like, what?
He barely used them. It's such a pointless... They're like, you don't have to do that. You did buy a hammer.
Yeah, exactly. I know.
You just like fucking club the man to death. Like, fucking stupid.
Oh,
film. It looked so. Do you know, like you said as well, everything looked, all the scenes looked empty.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't enough people in them. Like you said about the fucking nightclub.
Yeah.
And then even the scenes where he's playing golf, people are standing around weird, awkward looking. Like
it's like they couldn't afford extras because they'd spent all on other shit.
Yeah.
Every scene.
They spent it all on slap bass.
A lot. Yeah. A lot of the scenes looked like cut scenes in a video game.
They did.
Shite.
Yeah.
The kind of video game you would get early PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
Because was it the PlayStation 2? Because at the one point they're playing Madden.
That looked old.
And it looked an old version of that game. And then what's his name? Anthony Anderson. He's who's your mama? What's your? And then he starts picking up peanuts and going, "Your nuts in my mouth!" Like, oh, that's what?
Where he's trying to chat up the girl in the like a HMV.
It was, yeah.
It was like giving it apps way too much.
Yeah.
Fucking
and then he pulls the CD player off the wall.
That was funny. She laughed at that. Like, you don't like the big guy? She goes, "Oh, you don't like the big guy?"
So much that doesn't make any sense.
There's a couple of things they tried to John Woo it. You know, like the hang time on motorbikes.
Yeah.
And they, you know, like John Woo's good at it. This wasn't really good. There was far too much hang time.
Yeah.
It looked like the motorbike had hit Uranus gravity.
Yeah.
And everything else hadn't.
Yeah.
So the car's driving. He's like, too much hang time. He was able to he was able to empty an entire Uzi and change it midair. Load the gun. And then still in the air. Fucking like Travis Pastrana couldn't pull it off.
There is a bit where they're doing kicks in midair, and I think the guy kicks guy on one side and then kicks the guy on the other side, and then goes back again to kick the other side. Like
gravity just out the window. That was the first scene too, wasn't it?
And what the fuck is our shop? First of all, how does she own a shop, right? But what does her shop sell? Because it seems to sell clothes, but there's also a DJ in the back. Gangsters hang out there, but it also seems to be a fucking daycare centre for hundreds of kids.
I was in a fucking clothes shop in Edinburgh the last day that had a DJ.
I get that.
It made me sick.
But why is there so many kids that she seems responsible for?
That's right.
Because she then takes them out to the park as well. So there's gangsters hanging about the shop, but also it's a creche.
Creche DJ.
Fucking ridiculous.
DJ. Yeah.
Stupid shite film.
They didn't really give a fuck about anything. Another thing that really fucked me, and this is one thing, is, do you remember I can't remember his name, the bad guy that's who's meant to be like quite cold. You know, he actually says he gets shot by Aaliyah, and he goes, "That's some cold shit," and then
Oh,
they
yeah.
shoot him off the building, right?
Yeah.
But he's about to shoot Jet Li, right? And he just goes, "That's some cold shit." She shoots him, right? And he looks shocked, like, "Where did
Yeah.
that come from?" And then he just looks like 3 yards to the left of Jet Li, where she is 10 yards away shooting him. I was like, how bad's this guy's periphery? It wasn't like, I thought it was going to be like a sniper on a boot,
Yeah.
like a thing or whatever. It was just a pan. He didn't see her there.
Yeah.
Just with a gun.
Yeah.
Like, shoots him out the fucking, like,
Some of the 2000s fashion was incredible. Like the fact that Jet Li's collarless shirts, amazing. How small that guy's sunglasses were.
Oh,
Oh my God Almighty! Tiny, tiny, tiny wee lenses in them. Fucking hell! Oh, the American the scene where they make. Before I give you the trivia stuff, what generally one of the worst scenes I've ever seen in a film is when they make Jet Li play American football.
Oh, fucking shite. Like, it was like
My
it was like
God.
an Ernest Goes Camping scene.
Oh my! It's like screwball comedy.
Yeah, shite.
There's one bit where all three of the guys jump on him, but they use like a sound effect going,
Yeah.
and they're all driving through the air like,
Like, you just, all it missing was stars around his head.
oh my God. Oh, it's so fucking bad.
And who do you think's, right, we'll bring him back. Who do you think's the horny guy?
Oh, the horny guy. Oh, it's Anthony Anderson, I think.
He's
Aye.
got to be, he's trying to get fucking with everybody possible.
Because there's a couple of things he says where he goes into Aaliyah's room. He's like, well, I knew you were a freak girl.
No, you're a freak.
It's something like that.
Yeah, she is. She's married to R. Kelly at 12 years old.
It's not even like she's got a dildo hanging from the wall. It's something like she's got like a silk pillow. Oh, damn, I knew you were a freak girl.
Fuck's sake.
Right, what the...
Give me some fucking facts about this. I give this 2 stars. I give it 2 stars because I actually enjoyed it. It was shit, but like I enjoyed it.
Right, so it was Jet Li that came up with the idea to have Aaliyah fight the lady on the motorcycle to use her as the Weekend at Bernie's fight person.
Okay.
Which surprises me.
Yeah, it is.
Because that does sound like a shite director. Film acting debut of Aaliyah.
Yeah.
But she was considered for the role of Juliet in Romeo and Juliet,
Okay.
opposite Leonardo DiCaprio.
There you go.
Joel Silver produced it.
You know Joel Silver. He's our guy. We've mentioned
He
him.
is.
Clearly,
Aye.
cocaine movies.
Yeah.
That's another one.
Yep. Jet Li, DMX, and Anthony Anderson also starred together in the film Cradle to the Grave.
Yeah.
Aaliyah was also set to star until her untimely death, right? Her role was later given to Gabrielle Union.
Yeah.
Remember her?
I do. Gabrielle Union's way better actress, though. Gabrielle Union can act like.
I can't think of her.
I remember, I remember she was shite in that. I think it was Cradle to Grave. She just did like a lap dance and got like a fucking.
Oh,
finish
yeah,
on a lap
yeah,
dance,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
But I mean, like she was actually good enough. Like,
So these are the two. Wait a minute. These are
Gabrielle
the two
Union,
cool
not
ones.
Bad Boys.
Possibly, aye.
Maybe. Second one.
So the golf scene, right, where Delroy Lindo plays the shite shot as they approach the green and the other guy absolutely nailed it.
Yeah.
The exact same hole where Adam Sandler beats up Bob Barker in Happy Gilmore.
Wow,
That's
That's
cool.
a great one.
That is cool, isn't it?
Enjoy that.
That's a really good one. And this will fucking fascinate you, right? So it's a link between Jet Li and Aaliyah, right? So Aaliyah, do you know how? So you know how Aaliyah died,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But do you know the circumstances behind?
Are you going to say it's an Asian driver,
No,
pilot,
no, not yeah. He drove the plane. No, so
Jet Li Airways?
So no, she died on a private jet, basically.
Okay, yeah.
Can't remember what they're called. The word wasn't. The name was on the tip of my tongue. But the pilot, it was found to be pilot's negligence because the guy was found with shitloads of coke in him. He was pished, and he wasn't qualified to actually fly a plane. So the pilot,
That's negligence, all right.
the pilot of the plane that she died on was being flown by someone who didn't know how to fly the plane.
That's
right.
let her get on this.
Right. Bizarrely, Jet Li's actual brother in real life was also convicted of negligibly flying a plane. Yep.
Fucking hell at it. That's a good link. I enjoy it.
His name's Jet 2. Oh, I'm so happy.
You're a fucking wank. I
came up with them in the car. I came up with that one in the car on the way through, and I was like,
I went for the fucking
how contrived can I make this?
I was sitting there going like, God, Jesus, that would make sense. Jet. I even fucking worked out half of it in my head, and I still fucking like, fucking wank. I keep forgetting this stupid thing.
This is because I'm not doing from
I know, and then I brought back the fucking horny guy, and I forgot the other fucking thing. Piece of shit.
Oh, so happy.
Do you know think of an actor who you'd replace Aaliyah with that would make the film really awkward? I've got a good one.
You make the film really awkward.
Yeah, funny, like completely like off. You know, because like these two didn't look remotely like they fancied each other.
So yeah, you try and make it even more awkward.
Not, yeah, more awkward or more out of place is what I'd say.
Oh,
I'll tell you mine. Replace Aaliyah with another singer, Nadine Coyle. Because I feel like she wouldn't even use she just keep calling him Jet Li.
That's very funny.
No,
yeah.
Jet, don't be at that.
Nadine Coyle and Jet Li.
Nadine Coyle and Jet Li starring.
Oh, that's fucking brilliant. Oh god. I hated it.
Yeah.
Awful.
Yeah,
awful
I enjoyed it. It was dog shit.
Oh,
it was actually worse. I knew it was going to be bad and funny like that, but actually when I was watching it, I go, fuck me, this is actually quite poor.
Yeah.
Poor, like...
Terrible.
Poor effort on a lot of levels.
Right, next week, like I said last week, because I didn't feel we paid tribute enough to Gene Hackman and Val Kilmer. My next two were going to be ones that I've had in the background.
Great.
So I've promoted them forward quicker. So next week it's going to be Gene Hackman. And another reason I'm doing it is because bizarrely, right, because I've told you how Podbean had changed their analytics. So I was looking through it all. It fucking fascinates me, right, that our most listened to episode ever is Blade, because it was our first one. Yeah. And then it's like Home Alone's very popular and Love Actually are very popular because they were good. Our most listened to on the day episode ever was American History X, right?
Just waiting for us to
Which is fascinating because it was one where you were in Australia, so we weren't even doing it in person. We were doing it over Zoom, but it was generally folk going, how are they going to maneuver
around this?
What they have to talk about? So I'm trying to break. So I was wondering, what Gene Hackman film can we do? And I thought about Enemy of the State. I thought about Unforgiven.
No, I know what it is.
But I was like, let's do Mississippi Burn.
Oh, brilliant! Brilliant! I just clicked on it. It says Mississippi.
So next week, in honor of Gene Hackman, and to see if we can I've managed to get away with it again. We're going to be doing Mississippi Burning.
Oh man. Do you know what? I can even tell you the movie afterwards as well, just to think, because it's an Easter one that was given.
It's an actual Easter film.
Yeah.
Is it Passion of the Christ?
No, it's not Passion of the Christ.
I can't think of any other Easter film.
Not really, but do you know what? I'll just do it because it's special. Anyway, just so you can get a head start on it as well. But because Terry last night came to the thing, Terry Bernard came to the roast battles and he gave me Dogma.
Dogma? Nice.
Yeah, I haven't seen Dogma.
Oh, that's fucking excellent.
DVD form in a long time, and I know people in the Patreon, and we're going to do a Patreon episode now. We're actually asking for Dogma at one stage,
right.
So we're going to do Mississippi Burning and then Dogma.
That's a perfect film for around about Easter.
Aye.
Class. Buzzing. Right, cool.
Then we'll get back into the thing, but
Mississippi Burning next week, and then Dogma, and then we'll do a Val Kilmer film, and then back in a normal. Right, any to plug?
No, I'm basically done.
You done?
If you're in LA, I'm doing those battles.
Oh yeah, if you're in LA, if you're a gang member in LA, then I can show you two fucking pathetic looking scrotes that could do a drive by.
These boys must be Crips.
Yeah, we've both got fringe shows. Mine's not on sale yet though.
I don't know if mine's.
I don't think yours will be. I don't think there's another.
I'm just doing like a work in progress.
Aye.
A couple of work in progress.
Yeah, I'm doing 10 work in progresses. So
I'm doing 3.
and we're both at Monkey Barrel, so you can.
What's
check.
your show called?
It's just a tour show, but then it's got work in progress after it.
Bingo.
Aye. I thought I had a stupid idea one day where I was like, rather than everybody just calling it such and such work in progress, I thought about calling it Mark Nelson, I'm nearly there. And the poster was me like that. But I was like, who the fuck is going to buy that?
That will put off more people than
Poster of me close to ejaculation called I'm nearly there.
Whiplash. Blowing your muck over this.
Aye, so usual shit. Give us a review if you fancy. Even just clicking 5 stars would be grand. Sign up to the Patreon, and then you get extra stuff. There's tons on there now that you can go back and listen to, and then also today's episode. And hopefully soon it'll be the only way you can listen to it without adverts. Because we're going to go corporate.
We're going to go corporate.
We're going to go corporate.
Till we end up getting sued by
yeah.
AdSense.
Yeah. Apart from that, see us next week for a big bag of racism.